Hi, my name is Nogutula Mzlalose. Welcome to another session of Cooking Kids. Yes, another week, and we are cooking them kids. uh, this week, we're looking at another aspect of raising children. And this time around, we talk money. What's in the purse? How do you use what's in the purse? How do you share with the child what's in the purse? It's it's a broad topic, but I thought maybe let's start talking money and the child. How you introduce your child to money, how you treat money with your child. Just round about that. Maybe let me just briefly take you back to what I mean about this. I was raised in a family that didn't have much money, so I was not given what some of us call pocket money, others call allowance, whatever you may call it. So I grew up not having that. Even at varsity, I did not have an allowance, honestly. I only had some money, some extra money, or money which I call mine to use as I please when I had a part-time temp jobs while at varsity. So I thought maybe just this conversation, I think it was sparked by a conversation I recently had with a colleague of mine about she was saying how we as parents, because she doesn't have a child, we as parents can be so stingy, or rather like throwing it at the child's face that you are saving for their future, you are saving for their education. You rather do that than having to give the child an allowance. And she's debating that the child needs an allowance regardless of what else you're doing for them, whatever investment or saving you're making for them. And it got me thinking, because of where I come from, how I was raised, I've kind of, I think, I battle still. I can't say I've gotten over money issue and giving money to my child. I've raised my son to not have carry money, as some people call it, pocket money when he goes to school. I've always postponed it and said it's something that we'll see when you get to high school. It was not a matter of I can't afford to give him anything. Unlike in my situation when I was growing up, it was the family just couldn't afford to. But for me, it was a matter of I feel, what's he gonna do with the money? He's so young. He's such a baby. What is he gonna do? As long as he have lunch box, everything with the snack and everything he needs, what is he gonna do with the money? I could never see beyond other things that maybe the child would want to save towards something on their own, something perhaps they want to do for themselves or even do for you as a parent, as a surprise, whatever, a gift or whatever that they might want to get you with their own hard and or rather saved cash. I could never see past that, honestly. Now fast forward, he's in high school, and that had to start. So it was a matter of how much do I start giving him, how much money, and the fact as well, how do I give him money. I've, because of my upbringing, not being so accustomed to having cash, carrying cash, having money of my own, possessing money, having control over certain money of my own. I strongly believe that I've grown up to be an adult who battles with having a strong culture of respecting money. I remember something that I would always regret when I look back, when I started working part-time job at varsity. I could have saved so much from that because I didn't need that much money that I was making. But because of not being inculcated with that culture of respecting money. Some people will say, if you respect money, money will respect you back and treat you well. So I've never, even now, I've had to learn through mistakes in terms of how to handle, treat, and deal with money. So if there's one thing that I've learned from those mistakes that I've made, and somehow I still kind of make, is the culture, or inculcating the culture of respecting money in my children, just making them understand the essence of money, the importance and not importance of money as well. Always remembering and knowing, keeping in mind that money does not rule everything, but of course the world is revolves because of money. Unfortunately, it's a sad reality. So currently, present now, it was a matter of my son is in second year in high school, is in grade 9. Shoo, how much money do I give him? Do I give him on a daily basis, on a weekly basis? All of that, allowance, or what is it? Do you call it spending money, pocket money? What is it? What do you call it? Do you not give the child that pocket money, spending money, allowance, just because you are making an investment for them, for their future education or whatever it is? Where do you draw the line? How do you balance this thing? And how do you also ensure that while you're giving the child the money, you're giving them the allowance, the pocket money, you also empower them about respecting money, how to treat money well, how to have a culture of saving, of investing, of not just blowing it. As I blew so much money in my early youth. I blew so much money because the culture of respecting money, of investing, of saving was never passed on to me, so I try so hard to do that, and at times I would battle to kind of let go a bit because of that fear of overindulging my child and risking them losing the respect for money and suffering some of the mistakes I suffered around money, using money, spending money. Yeah, so, but I so far I'm quite grateful that I see good things from my son. He was the oldest. The little one is only 3, so really she doesn't count in this aspect. But money and using money, spending money, having money, I try so hard to inculcate that respect in him, and I see he has that, and I always say to him, I'm grateful that you don't have my qualms about money, which I had when I was younger even. So I'd love to know, for you, what drives you, what determines what you do with your money, giving it to your child, how you give your child money. What are the contributing factors? Allowance, spending money, pocket money, whatever you call it. What determines what you give your child, and also how do you inculcate that culture of respecting money, that culture of saving, of investing from a young age? Because it doesn't have to be, fixed term, putting it away in the bank. But the other ways that, of course, that we can teach our kids how to respect money, understand money, and value the use of money, not just blow it as some of us have done previously. Because it's quite important, honestly. That is very important. It's a great culture to learn and have and grow up with, because if you have that from a young age, honestly, you won't battle in your older age in terms of perhaps having a safety nest, or when you need it, that you've got that cushion, you know what I mean? Or even having to put money away, and also being able to have that umthambo, no, which some of us battle with, being able to say no to other things that require money, things that are unnecessary, and unlike just being um, just spending trigger happy type of thing, spend whatever, spend on senseless things while you could save, retain your money for tough times whenever they arise. So let's share. I'd love to hear what's your formula. How are you doing it? How's it been working? Do you think it is working? Do you think you should be reevaluating how you manage your money in terms of sharing it with your child or children? What do you do? What goes behind determining how much you give them, how often, and what you call it, how you treat them, to how you teach them to treat money? I'd love to hear from you. Remember, you can share your comments on the YouTube page, and you can also drop me a message on Facebook, Nokuthula Mdlalose. That is me. A lot of us, a lot of Nokuthula Mdlaloses are there, but it's only the space that you'll find. So let's share. Let's empower each other as parents. Let's get each other thinking. We need to reevaluate and learn, as some other person said recently, that as parents there are other things that we need to unlearn as we raise these children. It's not just about teaching our kids things, but also we as parents have to unlearn certain behaviors for their better good as well, for the better good of our relationship as parent and child. So let's share. Like that page, comment. Let's get the conversation going. See you next time. Remember to always love the ones that you hold dear to you. Thank you. Bye.